With me now after a fucking phenomenal set on the main stage. It's Rich from Cradle of Filth. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, it's third day.
Yeah.
So
holding out. You
just.
getting there?
I'm not used to the sun. I don't think anyone is. The downloads.
The download. No, I've been to every download since 2005, and this is only one of two I can remember being
I think it was
this kind of weather.
Last year was really nice.
Last year was nice. 2006 is one that springs to my mind where that was ridiculous weather, like all 3 days.
Yeah.
But
the last couple of days it's just pissing with rain, and they have to close the arena. And
exactly.
I just want a rain day just to cool everything off. Do you know what I mean?
Chill out for a bit and then get back on.
That is not happening. So anyway, I caught your set, which was great.
Thank you.
I feel like at the part of the stage of the career now, you're more of a heritage band, kind of like, in my version, kind of the same level as Anthrax. Do you know what I mean? Anthrax go on there, and they just go on. You know what you're expecting. You're not expecting confetti cannons or balloons. Do you know what I mean? You know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it definitely feels that way. Like, because Cradle been going for so long, it just feels like, especially as a newer member. I've been in the band nearly 5 years now, but as a newer member, even when we're writing, it's like, you know what you're getting. We know what we're going to do. We know what we have to achieve. It's the same with the stage show, especially when I can say this because I wasn't in the band at the time, but they've got such a large back catalogue of hits that I suppose the fans expect you to play, especially with a relatively short set. It's like they know they're going to get those songs, but they still keep coming back.
Definitely. Were you surprised at the turnout this morning?
I really was. We were second on, so we were on 12 till 12:40. And I was in the crowd last night watching Guns N' Roses, and as soon as they'd finished, I was thinking, oh my god, first of all, I've got to play the show tomorrow, which I'm absolutely bricking over. And then the second thought was, what was the second thought? I've actually genuinely lost the second thought.
More drink?
More drink. It's just like, you've got to follow that up and just, oh yeah, that was it. Who's actually going to come see us? Because after Guns N' Roses finished, you're going to get people drinking and going, oh, I'm a bit hungover. I'll go back to bed, I won't catch Cradle. But I was really surprised at the turnout. I've got a picture on my phone that one of our crew guys took, and it just looks amazing. It really does. Huge crowd.
I noticed half the people last night watching Guns just left halfway through, because I think everyone thought 3 hours was a long time. About the hour 40 minute, I gave up when I watched it on the TV in the press area just to sit down with a cup of tea.
Oh, fair enough. So I was down the front, I held out. You know when you're doing that whole going from one leg to the other kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll spend a song on this leg now. Just do that for a little bit. But I managed the whole 3 hours somehow. It was full on, but it was it was worth it.
Definitely. So I mean, how much? Because I missed you on your December tour. November?
November, yeah.
Missed you on that. So how much of the new stuff is creeping into the set list now? Obviously promoting the album.
We've always done a good 2 or 3 albums. It depends on the curfews and things like that, because unfortunately, like you say, because Cradle of Filth has become like a heritage band, it's almost like the first song that has to leave the set if we're pressed for time is like a new one, especially because the new songs, they're all roughly around the 7-minute mark. So it's just the easiest one to go. Unfortunately, that one has to go, but there's 2 that always stay in the set. But it's one of those things, we'd love to do more songs from the set, but you get the fans who are going, we want to hear more stuff from the album, but then the majority of the fans will be like you say, they want to hear the classics and the like really deep cuts from the back catalogue. With how many albums have we got now? 12 albums.
It's a lot to.
That's a lot. Like, even if we did one song from every album, and obviously our songs are quite long, that's a pretty long set. So you're not going to please everybody, but again, we try and mix it up as much as we can.
Definitely. Well, you've been pushing this album hard. I mean, it's just one tour after another, straight.
It really is. This has been a pretty intense world tour that we've just come.
Have you found this album more receptive? More people coming in on this than previous albums, or have you?
It's kind of hard to tell, but I know a lot of people who said like they kind of left Cradle for a while and then they came back with like Hammer of the Witches and Cryptariana. Right, this is the Cradle I know and love kind of thing. So, and then some people just don't like the new stuff at all, which is fair enough. It's what people are into, but on the whole, it just seems like people are getting really excited about the band again. It's great to be at this point in their career.
Yeah, it kind of felt like there was a lull point in Cradle's career, and it's just finally picked back up, like a resurgence in a way, and people have kind of gone, Cradle on main stage. Cool, let's go watch.
That's what it feels like. Like you say, it's almost like for nostalgia's sake now.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wasn't playing it, I'd be in the crowd thinking, oh, that'd be cool to hear. Like, I wonder if they're going to play Born in a Burial Gown. Like, I remember that when it came out, thinking, oh my god, they played Born in a Burial Gown. That's amazing. Like, I think there's that nostalgia element to it with the band now. But that's not to say we are a kind of novelty acts who go out and like, there's some bands who are some of my favourite bands of all time, but every time you see them it's exactly the same set, like years and years and years in a row, and the obligatory, we've got a new album, let's play one song from the new album, and then about halfway through the tour they get rid of that anyway, and it goes back to the tribute band version of themselves. So we don't want to be that band, but at the same time we understand it's
there's an image and a whole,
that's the thing, there are some songs we can't get rid of in the set, and then some songs they want to hear the old stuff as well. So.
Definitely, man. Well, like I said, it was a fantastic set this morning, and I wish you all the best on the album. It's great.
Thank you.
And just keep being that heritage band now. You can get that little English trust stamp. Do you know what I mean?
Like
and you'd be like,
treasure. Like
yeah,
Cliff
exactly.
Richard. I like to think of this as a metal Cliff Richard.
Or a Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. That's the way forward, I think.